Hello, Brobs. We're back with a game I bought for $5 at a 75% off sale. The Great Julian presents the game of extra sensory perception. I neglected to bring it in for a week from my car because I was too busy, but let's see what it says. We got a game board, bruv. The Great Julian presents Mind Over Matter. You have never experienced a game quite like Mind Over Matter. It is truly based on an individual's extrasensory perception. There are no dice, no spinners. Players move around the game board by receiving and transmitting mental messages. All right, Brovs, you will be absolutely amazed at yourself and your friends if you've never been involved with ESP before. Mind Over Matter measures your degree of ESP in the realms of symbols and letters. An intriguing game for 2, 4, 6, or 8 players. Object of the game, to exhibit a high degree of extrasensory perception by receiving mental messages via thought transference and moving around the game board. Materials, game board, clear plastic platform, clear plastic card holder, 2 tokens, selector cards, large cards, ESP transfer cards, small cards. Preparation. Let's see if I have all the parts. I didn't even look. The game was intriguing enough that I did not even look. You can see the boards. All right, here's the board. Pretty basic. Begin, end. Let's see if it's got a date on there anywhere. Don't see anything. Let me pause this and I will move it. Here's the game board. This clear thing. Got a cone, another cone. Let's see what these say. There's where those things go. Oh, so this is bizarre. It's just symbols. They weren't kidding. I don't know how many cards there's supposed to be. Too big. Oh, there's another one. This looks like a very unfun game. What the hell's in there? Don't know what the hell that is, but at least it looks cool. Something tells me that this is literally a game you throw down after about 8 minutes of playing. The packaging looks great, though. See what we do with these cards. I mean, it's got to be this side. What else could it be? When 2 people play, one plays against the other. When 4 people play, teams of 2 play against the other. When 6 people play, teams of 3 play against the other. When 8 people play, teams of 4. Each player or each team selects a token and places it in the space marked begin. So I take it there's more than... Wait. A token, so there's only 2 tokens. So I guess the team plays as a collective. Choose one selector card, either letter or symbols, and place it in the center of the game board. Fit the clear plastic platform onto the game board, covering the selector card. See illustration. There it is. So how do you pick the selector card? I guess it's just a letter one. Does this have a date on it? No. do you put it inside it or no? It's supposed to have pegs, I think. Yeah, because there's no damn way that fits over those. So it already has one fault. It's broken. Or is it? No, it's not broken. It fits into the slots. All right. Earl Nanga. Earl. Alright, so where do these cards go? Choose one selector card, either letter or symbols, and place it in the center of the game board. Fit the clear plastic platform onto the game board, covering the selector card. See illustration. The other selector card may be used later in the game and should be placed out of the play area at this time so it does not create conflicting thought waves. All right. Separate the ESP transfer cards into two groups, letters and symbols. The ESP transfer cards corresponding to the selector card that was previously chosen are placed face down near the game board. The remaining ESP transfer cards may be used later in the game and should be placed with the matching selector card not being used. All right, so we're basically using only the... Let's bring these up. Don't know if any of these are missing. Something tells me they are since I don't think there's 12 here, but we'll see. 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5. No, I think they're all here. All right, so these go over here on this card. ESP transfer cards corresponding to the selector card that was previously chosen are placed face down near the game board. All right, so start. One player or one team is chosen to go first, and his opponent selects one of the 6 ESP transfer cards. The ESP transfer card selected must not be seen by the player whose turn it is. To play, the card is then placed face down in the card holder. Where the hell is the card holder? I take it on that tray. Is that what they called that thing, the card holder? Where's the card holder? Maybe it's this thing over here. Oh, give me an illustration. 1967. The card is then placed face down in the card holder. At this point, the player must concentrate solely on the ESP transfer card in the card holder, avoiding all other thoughts and topics. He lightly places the fingertips of one hand on the ESP transfer card and slides the card holder around the platform. Plastic card holder. I thought that's what that was. Nope, there's a plastic card holder missing. Son of a bitch. Well, that messes things up, but let's see if I can find it. Unless they mean this thing, which I hardly doubt. I don't think that's what they're intending. I don't see the plastic card holder. Maybe someone ripped it off. All I see is this. It's a damn blueberry. Dried blueberry. Well, nonetheless, once that flies to the ground, So he lightly places the fingertips of one hand on the ESP transfer card and slides the card holder around the platform. Care should be taken that no outside distractions take place. There must be extreme quiet throughout the play. The player continues to move the card holder until he feels he has landed on the symbol on the selector card that matches the symbol pictured on the ESP transfer card. He then turns the ESP transfer card face up. Let's see. Like Ouija. I'm going to go L. Let me pause this, get the box back. He then turns the ESP transferred card face up. How moves are made. A questionable degree of ESP is indicated by a player landing on a symbol that has no proximity to the symbol pictured on the ESP transfer card. The player moves his token one space forward on the path around the board. Let's see if I was right to begin with. No, that's an N. Oh well. So, an average degree of ESP is indicated by a player landing on a symbol directly above or below. So what was the first one? Player landing on a symbol that has no proximity to the symbol pictured on the ESP transfer card. A high degree of ESP is indicated by a player landing on a symbol that matches the symbol pictured on the ESP. So does only this person look at it? I mean, after a while, it's just a matter of deduction. It's not going to be so much ESP. Now the end's out of play. So, I mean, let's test my own theory. This one was a loser. So I got one. This time I'm going R. Man, I'm wrong again. So. Or do you mix them up every time? It doesn't really tell you. I think the only way that it would make sense is if you add it back to the pile and mix them up. Otherwise, it's just going to be a matter of deduction. Although, let's prove my theory wrong. Probably should just select L every time. No, see, I'm over. Now I gotta select L. No, I'm not going to. NAR. I'm going with G. Ah! Over 4. I have no ESP. E? Ah! I thought G, but there we go. I failed completely. All right. This might be a good game for like drinking if you're inclined to drink and play games. Otherwise, this game, even with the plastic card holder, it's an absolute loser game.